Hello, hello, hello. It's Friday night and the second Friday of the month. So it's time for the Cool Crone Oracle. I don't know if you guys feel like that or not, but I'm just saying it. You got to say something in the beginning of these videos. So welcome, everybody. I'm so glad to be here with my sister and Val and Marina. They're three of my favorite psychics. And we are going to be talking tonight about health and happiness. So if you have any questions or you want a quick reading about health or happiness or both health and happiness, put hashtag happy in all caps in the chat, and then you'll be in the running to be picked for a reading. If you would please keep your questions to health and happiness, I would really appreciate it. And then at the end, if we get through, quite a few people and we have some time left over, we'll talk about other topics. But I would prefer that everybody put in issues about health and happiness. And now I am going to pass the baton to Marina and say, welcome, Marina. I feel like I haven't seen you in a million years.
I know.
And that's very nice to be on the screen with you tonight. And how are you and what's going on with you?
I am doing very well. We're gearing up to end the Calgary Stampede, which ends on Sunday. So hence the cowboy hat. This is when I can, the 1 10-day period in the year where I can pretend I'm a cowgirl. So there, right. That's what I'm doing. I will be going to the Stampede myself tomorrow. Gonna, live it up a little, and that's pretty much it. What's going on my channel. Not really a whole lot. There's I generally will put up my schedule for the week on the YouTube channel. So make sure that you go in there and check out. I'll be posting it probably on Saturday or Sunday. And that's it. Just very, very glad to be here because you're four ladies that I really enjoy working with. So
same here.
Yeah. Yes. Yep, very much. So Val, how the hell are you? Haven't seen
you. Oh my gosh, it's been ages.
Gosh, yes.
I'm doing fantastic. And I just want everyone to know there's still time to sign up for the July 19th Akashic Record reading class. You don't have to have any experience. $49, dragonflycrystals.store. I mean, it's a great value,
It's a great value and a great class. I've taken it. It's wonderful. It's really, really good.
Yes. Thank you, Colleen and Marina. So the only other thing I want you guys to know is the Trinity of Divine Embodiment activations. This is brought through by my Arcturian guides who will be channeling through these frequencies on August 8th. In this activation series, it will be 3 weeks of activations. The Eye of Horus activation, Codex of Divine Matrix Restoration, which restores your divine blueprint. The first class, Eye of Horus, it's the divine seer within you. It opens that up. And then the third class is Eye of Ra. It's not class, they're really activation sessions. Eye of Ra activation is your will to move out into the world, to take what you have, what you know, and move out into the world. And so all of this starts on August 8th, and you can sign up at dragonflycrystals.store, and also know that the one price for all 3 sessions is $333. So that is a very important frequency.
And is that one per week for 3 weeks, or how?
Yes.
Okay,
one per week for 3 weeks, and I can only do this once because these frequencies are going to come in and they're so big that it is just it's not a repeating thing. But my guides were really making me okay, I'm doing it.
Yeah.
Good. Well, I know that the very first date is very auspicious. That's my daughter's birthday.
Oh, that too. And it's Lionsgate as well.
Yes.
Oh,
When
I
she
know
was born.
it's
Yeah.
going to be an unbelievable day.
Yeah.
So,
Unbelievable.
daughter was born on a fabulous day.
Yeah. And we're going that weekend. We're going the next day to Salem together for her birthday.
Ooh.
Beautiful.
Yeah. So
Beautiful.
hot time in your time tonight.
When
And-
is that?
Starts August 8th.
Oh, August 8th.
So
Yeah.
Cleo, how are you? What's going on?
I'm good. I'm good. August 8th, that's somebody's birthday, right?
Yeah, it's Thalia's birthday. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
okay. Did you just say that? Because I was
Yeah.
I was thinking
You were
about
in
something else.
you were in another world.
Yes.
Not unusual for me. I have a hard time just balancing into this world, but anyway. What I'm doing is I've got Mystic 4 on Monday with Val, and Colleen's going to be there this
Yes,
time.
Ooh.
I am.
Nice.
And then the following Thursday, I have the Golden Girls, right, Marina?
Mhm.
And
Yes.
I think I'm the host.
You are.
Okay, so you're all gonna want to see that. And it's been a real interesting week and stuff. So Brian brings up something that I'm gonna address real quick. It has nothing to do with our readings today, but he's upset a little bit because he saw the thing about Kamala Harris ending up being the Attorney General. And I want to tell you, Brian, that this is just the energy for today. But what I love about this, I mean, that's not, before they're talking governor and attorney general and president, but all of those things, I see that as a real positive thing, that at least she's going to be somewhere helping us. And so, I still see the same thing about her wanting to be president, but it's free will and all that. So anyway, don't get too hung up on what you read or what you're coming up with today, because it's the energy. I get a bunch of weird energies all the time too. So anyway, just wanted to mention that. Now moving right on to happiness readings.
Yes. And I just want to say about that energy, Uranus has just switched signs. And so now I think it's 5 major slower moving planets have changed signs recently. And this in itself jangles the energy. It just really, really has changed the energy. I mean, Pluto flipped over a while ago, but Uranus just in this last week has changed signs. And along with prior to that, Neptune and Saturn and Jupiter. So, I mean, we've got this big energy of these slower moving planets shifting into a new arena, really, and for your own personal charts into a new area of your life. Now, Uranus is all about upsetting the apple cart. It's chaos, it's electricity, it's eccentricity, it's the unconventional, it's breaking boundaries, it's freedom, it's the individual. So that energy is just going like a ping pong ball in a small container, just all over the place. So
That's what it feels like.
yes, and the energy is really, things are going to change. Things that we feel and see today are going to change in the next 15 minutes and then in the next 15 hours and days and weeks, so don't get too hung up about this. They're going to turn out just fine for all of us. We're going to be fine. But we are going to go through some things, and that's another part of Uranus, helping us go through all those things. So
Yes.
yeah. All right. So now let's focus on health and happiness. And I think we have a few people that have already put in. Oh, it's D enemy. It's hashtag happy. Did I put health in the crawler? No, it's happy.
Health.
Yeah, health and happiness.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
but it's hashtag happy.
Is
So if you put your name in again, let me make sure that she's in there with it. Well, I'll put my name in, and if I get it, it'll go to D. We'll do that because I want to go ahead and spin the spinner. Okay. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and let's do this here. And let me go over here, and there we go.
Nice.
Charlie C. Sage of Fire. Okay.
Hey.
Thank you very much. Now, should we do a couple of them and queue them up?
Yeah.
That's
Yes.
probably a good idea. Okay, so I'll just make a note here. Okay, so it's Charlie C. Sage. Okay, so let's do another one. And whoop, okay. How do I draw again? There we go.
Hello, Cheryl.
Such cool profile pics of all these people. Brian.
Yeah.
Oh, Brian, you deserve one. My goodness, you're amazing. Oh, wait, it's Sarah. Sarah. Well, that means Brian's coming up soon. I hope, for his sake. Okay, and one more time. I think we'll just do one person, one reading, right, ladies?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anna Grenache. And last one. I keep thinking it's not Kimberly Canoes. Okay. All righty. So let's take that out. And I really don't want to end up being last, but that's okay. So yeah, if you don't mind, Valerie, can we start with you?
Yeah.
With
Yep.
Charlie Sage, Charlie C. Sage of Fire.
Mhm.
Okay, so you're not having these people come in and put in more questions, or you're just
yeah, thank you. Yeah. See, I'm almost in the group. It's so close, you can taste it, but I'm not. Okay, so all right. So the people who got picked, that's Charlie C. Sage of Fire, Sarah Kiespert, Anna Grenache, and Kimberly Canoes. If you could put in the comments what your question is going to be, that would be great.
Yep.
Okay, here's Charlie's. We got Charlie's.
If I want to move, make me happy.
Yeah. So while we wait, and Kimberly is I'm for whatever spirit moves you to read. And is that everybody? Okay. And while the other two put in their questions, then we'll just go ahead and start, if that's okay with Valerie.
Yeah, that's fine.
Absolutely.
Okay, so here's the situation, Charlie. They're saying do it now. Don't wait. Don't wait. But at the same time, as you start approaching this project of looking where you want to move and finding the right place, it's going to start to take time. So you're going to have to be patient with the process. But they're saying, get the ball rolling. Get it rolling. And when you do, you're going to have to pay attention to things going on. Pay attention to the real estate agents and their energy. Pay attention to how you feel in a certain dwelling and if it's overpriced or how on all levels. You have great intuition. So I know you can do that. Because you want to get the best deal and you're going to not give them the asking price if you don't have to.
Yeah.
Be open to receive what comes in from the universe, because something will show up where you may not have given it a look. Do it, because you are going to find some kind of golden nugget in the middle of I don't know what, and you're going to go, oh man, little bit of this and that, and this place will be like a palace. So this is what's going to happen for you. And they just want you to bring your inspired ideas, be creative about what you can do with this place, because something's going to show up at the end there that you might not have gone to look at. And it's going to be just the thing, and you're going to get it for a really good price. So I hope that gives you everything you need to be happy.
Very nice. What a beautiful reading. And I just want to let the other readers know. So, Marina, you're Sarah. Cleo, you're doing Kimberly Canoes, and I'm doing Anna. And Anna has a very easy one. So, I'm
Yes,
happy about that. Okay, Marina, if you're ready.
absolutely. Alrighty. So Sarah wanted to know about retirement. And will it go through for September 1st? I think that there might be, okay. It probably will go through for September 1st. And the reason that I say probably is I get for you to expect miracles. So there, and where that is coming in is I also get for you consequences of bad choice or yeah, consequence, bad choice. So I think that there you may have to review what it is financially that you're going to be getting getting in terms of retirement. I think there might have been something that that you might have forgotten. You kind of dipped into some of that retirement savings in the past, and so you may not receive as much as you believe that you are, but ultimately it is going to happen in September. So will it go through in September? Yes. Don't obsess about it too much. Just let it go. And I think that yes, it will. Yeah, expect miracles. It will happen.
Another beautiful reading. Thank you, Marina. That's great.
Thank you.
Okay, so I'm doing Anna, and what a generous and nice person Anna is. She
Yes.
devoted her question to everybody else and hoping that they're as happy as she is. I love this energy. I love that she's just putting out all this good vibrations. It's so beautiful.
Yes.
And I pulled some what are these from? These are from Kyle Gray's Oracle deck, The Divine Masters. And boy, did she pull us some beautiful Divine Masters.
Perfect.
Really cool. So first things, yes, she's very happy. I got for all of us and her, Lakshmi and Ganesh, prosperity vibration. You are attracting health, wealth, and happiness. So Lakshmi is the bringer of good fortune, but also the bringer of happiness, of just feeling really good about things. And because you feel so good about that, you attract good things to you. You become this, as they would say, this all attractive, effulgent being who can just pull magnetically everything to them that is all happiness and positive and good health, all that stuff. But they also on the card have Ganesh. And Ganesh is basically the road opener, the change agent, the person who can make things happen by removing obstacles. His big key thing is removing obstacles. So anything in your life that you feel is an obstacle, talk to Ganesh and ask Ganesh to help you find a way to open it, or just ask Ganesh to open it himself. That's, I think, the best thing to do. And then give it up to Ganesh, to the universe, and let that happen. And believe that your life will open like a flower. It will open and good things from Lakshmi will come to you. But I also pulled a couple of other cards too. We got Hathor, which is light activation, acceleration, brilliance, stand in your light. Now, I know Hathor pretty well. And this is the beauty and nurturing and love and protection of motherhood, of all women, of all that is best in women. So with light activation, Hathor is saying, this is something you already have. If you're yearning for this, if you're feeling like you're not enough because you can't do tarot cards, or you can't do divination, or you can't channel, or you're not a medium. Just try to erase that. Ask Ganesh to get that out of your head. Ask Ganesh to explode that obstacle, because in this case, the obstacle is in your mind, not necessarily in your heart. You have the yearning in your heart. So it's just a mental thing. It's just a thought, and thoughts can be changed fairly easily, but you do have to work at it. And the last one that I got, this is really beautiful, is Lady Nada, the expanded heart, openness, liberation, let yourself love and be loved. And this is where a lot of women, especially, or just even men that are just completely in tune with their inner feminine, you sometimes feel that you're not good enough, and so you don't deserve to be loved. But we are all good enough, and we all deserve to be loved. So my speaker got moved around, and I'm hearing a little feedback. So I'm just going to move that a little bit. Is that better? No
Yes.
feedback. Okay. So allow yourself to accept. We ask for these things, we put these things out into the universe, and then for some reason we don't open our arms and just say, I accept. That's all you have to do, is just accept it. So from those four very powerful ascended masters, you can all begin to walk the path of accepting happiness, just as Anna has. Thank you, Anna, so much for that comment. Really, that was beautiful. Yes. Really beautiful. I'm going to mute myself and work on moving my speaker a little bit while Cleo does her reading.
So you're done?
Yes.
Yes, you finished.
Yes, I finally done. God damn it. Let's take all that happiness and blow it out the window. Thank you.
Yes.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Well, Kimberly, I love it that you just let me go off into anything, because as I'm sitting here waiting my turn and I'm reading my cards, you're just, all kinds of things are coming in that don't, but you're a happy person in the first place. So we don't have to worry about that. You're also kind of a free spirit. You don't, I was going to say at one point that you're like kind of mellow or something, but actually, no, you're out there, you get things going and stuff, but you're very positive about whatever it is you're getting into. And people really respect that about you. You let things roll off your shoulders. It's just, you don't make everything a big drama. And things have been actually going fairly well for you. I think that you have just completed something with another group of people, something that you guys have been working on. Not, I mean, it could be something simple like gardening or something. But whatever it was, it worked out very well, and it's coming to completion. And that completion is just one of those kind of things that when it gets done, maybe it's not quite done yet, but when it gets done, you all have that feeling of, wow, that was cool. We did that. And it worked. And you're just, you can manifest better than most. When you put your mind to something, you make it happen. Just by that, with that intention in mind. And also, I see you might be, this is kind of iffy. This is on the outer edge of everything of this reading, but there might be some travel involved, which actually kind of like getting on an airplane and going somewhere. And if you do that, that'll be fun. If you're not doing that, it doesn't really matter. But if you're trying to, go somewhere, just maybe even for the weekend or for a week or so, this would be a good time to do it. Yeah, it comes out cool. It comes out just like your question. I'm for whatever spirit moves you to read. And so that's the kind of person you are. That's very cool. I love that. So I hope that gives you some idea of what I'm coming up with for you.
Nice. Can you still hear me?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And no more echo. I fixed it. Okay. All right. So let me make sure. Nope, I still hear it. Oh, well, it just is what it is. Let me turn it a little bit more. Maybe that will help.
Yeah.
Okay. So let me see if this will come back in. Oh, good. Okay. So we're going to draw again.
Alrighty. We should have background music for this.
I know.
Where's Gerald when you need him?
Oh, okay.
Oh, look, it's a Cool Crone.
Yeah. I don't need a reading right now. I know exactly what's going on. So I'm just going to draw again. Too much is going on in my life.
Oh.
Marina. Hey, Edward Kenneth is for Val. And let's go for Marina. And by the way, people, when you're putting in your questions, if you really want somebody else to read for you, you can put that in with when you put in your question. Okay.
Okay.
Who was that last person? I forgot to write it down.
Edward Kenneth.
Oh, then this is only the second one? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Then I just screwed up my list. Okay. And here's for me. I'm really batting 1,000 tonight. Oh my goodness. Oh well, we're having fun. Maria has perfect health. Love that, Maria. Okay. And for Cleo. Abby Yandel. You know, that should be a feature in StreamYard that it just does play music with this, right?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
I know, you know, playing music on StreamYard is a little dicey. It's a little, you know, it gets cut off by so many things, you know. Not to mention the copyright issues, but you know, it's just a little dicey. Okay, so we've got Edward Kenneth, Tea Garden Chicken. I forgot to cross that T. Maria has perfect health, and Abby Yandel. If you put your questions in the comments section, then Cleo, can you star them for us? That would be really helpful.
Yes.
I'm going to unstar what's there now.
I'm trying to do that, but it's moving from me. Here we go.
Okay. I'm just going to unstar the ones we've done. Okay, I see Edward Kenneth. Great.
Yeah. And Teresa, put yours in. And Maria. Hello, Don Turner. There's Maria's.
Hey, I see her.
Open.
Do you see Maria's, Cleo?
I do.
Okay, thank you. And Libby from Meister Tarot is here. Welcome and hello.
Hey, Libby.
I hope you heard the first round of questions. The answers were really, really good, if I do say so myself.
Well, you know, Libby's the one that threw out some stuff about Kamala, and she's got everybody in an uproar.
Everybody's in a tizzy. But it's this Uranus energy is, you know, gonna do what it's gonna do. Okay, so we have a couple. Who do we have? We have Edward and Maria. And we have Maria. That's me.
Yeah, still waiting on Teresa, Tea Garden Chicken, and Abby. Oh, there's Abby.
Okay. Okay, well we can do the first one, and if Tea Garden has not put hers in, Marina, we can go to mine and then come back to you because I'm sure she'll put it in. I'm sure she's still here, right? You're still here, right, Tea Garden? I don't have to get out the gong, do I?
Yeah. Gonna bring out the gong, Teresa.
Okay, here we go. We're doing the gong.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, there we go. Okay, you
Thank
just
you.
made it by the skin of your teeth, Tea Garden Chicken. Okay, would love an update on health and happiness. Any pointers? Thank you. Okay, so first up is Val with Edward Kenneth. Great.
Okay, so Edward, first thing out of the gate is to just slow down and take some deep breaths to really drink in all the energy that is flowing into you right now, because you are inundated. There's a lot of integration that is happening for you. And you're going to be in a very creative mode here coming up, really feeling like you can soar, but still settle down to take those deep breaths and slow down to savor the present moment. There are things coming that you will do without an agenda. You will do from your soul. You will move from your soul with pure intention. And sometimes in those thoughts, when you're least expecting it and you start to have some doubt, you're going to find your greatest strength is showing up. That deep inner knowing is going to manifest within you, and you're going to know exactly what you're here to do. There is a bridge that you are building for others between so many different things, between this world and the next, between this dimension and the next, between the galactics and us, between the multiverse and this present moment, between the grids. There's just so much going on, and you are the seed, or the seeds also that you plant within others blossom. So this is you creating a safe place. You kind of hold the space for everyone to find peace and to blossom. So that is very powerful that you do that. And really coming in for you right now are Thoth light codes, those codes of the emerald tablets, that activation. Those Egyptian times is flowing through to you now. Very important to open up to those. If you meditate or just take a quiet moment to say, I open and receive the Thoth light codes now. And there's actually also a stargate, a Akashic stargate, aligned with purpose. There is no wrong path, but you are also, I sense, bringing in a lot of your parallel or concurrent lifetimes, rather, since there's no space and time, and you're really coalescing them into this space. That's a big project, and you're really integrating all of these in for your mastery. There is also a few visits to the halls of learning. That really is your spirit guides bringing in a lot of information and great lessons for you about the wisdom that you already have. They're sort of activating that within you so you can remember. Finally, your vibration is rising so much. My ears started ringing when you started your reading. This is it, Edward. It is not, it is happening. It is happening. Breathe it in to integrate. There is so much for you in July and going forward all the way through 2025. It is an expansion year. Drink it in and don't hold yourself back. You're going to have instant manifestation. If you think it, it'll happen. If you envision it, watch out. It'll be your next thing. Be careful to keep focused on really positive things, because boom, chakalaka. Okay, thank you. And Edward, I hope that resonates for you.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Wonderful reading. Thank you, Val.
Yeah.
Marina, are you ready?
I am. And this is for Teresa, Tea Garden Chicken. So she wanted to know, update on health and happiness. Any pointers? Okay. So what I did, Teresa, is I pulled 2 cards for the health and 2 cards for the happiness. And they really spoke. Okay. So the first one that I got out was affected by external and caring for others. So be careful, because I think that you are such a giving person that you do take on other people's energy. And so, make sure that if you're in the company of people who are going through things, when you leave, when you're no longer together, make sure that you do a little bit of a clearing, of a cleansing, so that you're not taking on their energy as well, because that can make you feel tired. It can make you feel heavier and just kind of denser. So, be careful how much energy you're putting out there for others to kind of access. That's having to do with the health, the happiness. Yes, I start off with love and connection. So there are good things that are close to you. There is that that love that is coming in, whether it's family, friends, a significant other. So yeah, that is coming in. And then oddly enough, I got be brave and deal with it. So I don't know if you're single or if you are attached, but this almost feels like if you're single, that you're a little resistant to that new love or new connection coming in. And the cards are saying, just, you know what? Give it a try. Maybe there's something in there that is going to be, it's going to make you happier than you thought you could be. So, before you dig your heels in and say, no, not for me, just give it a moment. And thank you, because this kind of resonated with me as well, because I'm one of those that not interested, but we have to be open to those things. So good cards for you, Teresa. I think this is great. Yeah.
Great. And what a nice reading too. Thank you, Marina. So I have Maria has perfect health. And I just want to say I'm so lucky tonight to be getting these people with such awesome positive energy. That is an amazing testament that your whole screen name is just a positive affirmation. That's great. And the cards that I got for you were the empath. So I'm guessing that you are an empath, and you probably know that. And since you're saying that Maria has perfect health, you've probably figured out that you have to do things to protect your health and to protect yourself energetically in order to have perfect health. And that's amazing. But you're also putting your intention and energy and probably your gifts to work to achieve perfect health. We also get breathe, and that's a very important thing for all of us to do. Because very often, if we ever are in, concentrating really hard or working really long on some particular project, or getting, tense, or just focusing too much, we get overly tense and we forget to breathe, or in my case, forget to go to the bathroom, things like that. It happens, and it's horrible because I drink tons of water all day. It's a bad thing. But then the last one is feel emotions, and I think this is really important too, that emotions aren't good or bad. They're just your emotions, and they are literally in motion in your body. So if you allow emotions to get stuck, then that can affect your health. And maybe you've already figured out this little secret of the universe, that you need to allow your emotions to go through you, allow yourself to feel them and have them come up to the surface. You don't have to wallow in them. You don't have to live there, but you just allow it to go through. It's much better for you, your health, your body, everybody around you, your family, your coworkers, for those emotions to just go where they need to go. And once it's done, then, let it go and step away from it. And especially just stay away from jealousy, disappointment, shame. I can't think of the fourth one, but those are just wasted emotions. So when you feel that, rather than saying, "Oh, I shouldn't feel that," just ask yourself, "Why am I feeling that? What is pointing me in that direction?" And maybe there's something deeper or something slightly different that I can examine and ask myself, am I still experiencing that, say, jealousy like I did when I was 6 years old and somebody had a cuter party dress than me? Is it maybe time at my age to let that shit go? The answer is yes. It is time to let that shit go and just love yourself. Know that you're perfect just the way you are. Know that you're in the perfectly perfect place for your own development in every way, in your spiritual development, your emotional development, your financial development, your physical development. Where you are right now is where you're supposed to be, and just love that. Just love the shit out of it. Okay. All right. That's what I have to say. On to you, Cleo.
Very good. That was a beautiful reading.
Yes.
I just want to bring up the super sticker from Dina.
Oh, Dina, thank you. Thank you so much. Very generous of Dina. Thank you. Thank you.
Yes.
And so for Abby, she says, how am I blocked from happiness? Well, Abby, I don't know how to tell you this. You're not. You're just not. You may not be letting it in, or you may not be recognizing it, because I see that you're you there's a part of you that says, I don't really deserve this. So when things come up that you should go, wow, that was cool, it makes me happy, you have a tendency to be like, well, yeah, that was good. But let's move on to another problem or another thing or another activity. And so you don't ever sit down and go, let me just for a few moments take this in, because it's really nice to take in happiness. And you're definitely somebody that you've got a lot of stuff going on around you that should make you happy. So the only thing I can think of that would be blocking it is you, and because it's there, and you don't need to do that. You don't need to just keep moving on and like, yeah, no, I mean, I realize that was cool, that was nice, but I've got these other things to worry about. Sit back, smell the roses, take a little time to enjoy something that definitely makes you feel happy. And if you're not feeling happy with it, well, go for a walk and clear your mind and get with it, because I see that you've got tons of stuff around you. You've got good security, you've got great friends, you've got a lot of stuff going on for you that you should be able to take in the good and the bad. I mean, there obviously during a day, some stuff can come up that's not that great. But I see that you have happiness around you and you've got a lot of support around you. So I hope you will take time to enjoy that.
Yes.
And so that is what I have to say about that, Abby.
That's great. I just have to chime in with two little things. The first thing is that, if you're not in the habit of understanding or acknowledging what is good and happy in your life, like you might be feeling something that you don't quite recognize. That might be the happiness. But so you might have to practice at just really recognizing it. And an easy way to practice that is to make yourself be grateful. Make yourself list things that you're grateful for. Start with the very simplest things. I have a body. I can walk, or if you can't walk, I can use my arms, or I see well, or I can hear things. I have eyes, whatever. Just start with really, really simple things and then expand from there. And all you have to do is get the hang of it with just a couple of things that you're grateful for. And before you know it, you'll have 100 things that you're grateful for. And as you do that, you'll start to feel a feeling that may be unfamiliar. And that's also happiness, because you feel light. You feel like, yeah, my life is good. I've got all these great things. So maybe start with that. All right.
Well, that was cool. Thanks, Colin.
Yes.
I want to kind of go out of order here for a moment, because Libby wants a reading. And I'm thinking, you know what? We've all benefited from what Libby has to offer, and she is on here just about every day. and she just gives and gives and gives. So I was wondering if all four of us could do a reading for Libby.
Okay.
Yes.
Absolutely. Let's do that. Who's ever ready first, just start.
Done. Done. Okay.
Oh God, she's fun to read for. She's got such high energy.
I mean, really,
Uh-huh.
it's like it's ridiculous.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I'm getting a sense of, the abandoned or left behind. Someone feels like they're, that they're not included, and maybe that is why they're kind of acting the way that they're acting, is because they feel excluded. And I think that what more than anything else, what they're looking for is a social connection. So I think if you were to approach them and offer them a little more sociability, I think that they might come around. So if you're feeling that you're being a little too critical on them, always go with your gut. But at the same time, maybe what they are projecting isn't really what they're going through. They're not so much projecting selfish as they are needy. Yeah, that's what I got.
Cool. Who wants to go next?
I can go if you want. Yeah, the cards, Libby. It's like you're off the charts. So the first thing they want to start out with is don't slow down the manifestation. You're full of starlight. This is who you are. Everything is here. Embrace it all. It's all there at your fingertips. They're like telling you a new chapter is starting for you. Exactly as you are, exactly as you show up, precisely as you are. This new chapter is beginning, and you are in a transition. This is supporting your understanding of the ever-changing nature of existence. You're getting higher and higher views and perspectives of the multiverse, of what's going on and what the causes, the effects are, everything, and what it all relates to, how it all comes together. This greater knowledge is really pointing at you. I know it sounds crazy, but gathering people together in groups. And you will be leading these group gatherings, whether it's on Zoom or whether it's in an actual physical location. The stars are aligned to this. You really come from also the order of Melchizedek. Melchizedek was also is now known as Metatron. This is a very important mission that you are on. It's now coming to the surface. Also, there are people that are helping you, and those are the Kumaras, the Venusian Galactic Council, star beings guiding you. So there is a powerful connection here from multiple star beings guiding you forward. So you're going to feel this new prompting that is there to tap into. There is a lot of ancestral connection out there. But again, it is collapsing all the timelines together for you to merge it all into one. It is about that lineage, pulling all of that mastery together, the transformation of you into this being who is bringing it, bringing the transmissions, bringing the information. And it is you creating from this place, flowing through you. So congratulations. That's quite a lot coming forward.
Yeah, no
Yeah,
pressure.
okay.
No pressure, Libby. Just
Yeah.
I pulled an oracle card for you, and it also went into this pretty high up cosmic thing. It's a little known Egyptian person called Sopdek or Sopdet. And the card says cosmic power, unlimited potential, sacred mission initiations. And in the, I pulled out the guidebook because I've never even pulled this card before, but this is the Egyptian name for Sirius, one of their most important stars. I'll just read this part. The goddess Sopdet is its feminine personification. Her name in hieroglyphics can be translated as triangle or sharp one. So if anything that you're doing has to do with triangles, then ding, 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 that's the thing. That's the right thing. She has been depicted in many forms, most often as a woman wearing a white crown topped by a star, although sometimes she has an elongated head or headpiece, implying she's from another world. So here's more stuff about Sirius. I'm sure that you can research about Sirius, but our New Year's, and this is pretty much across the whole planet, was initially celebrated as the coming of Sopdet, as during the last week of December, Sirius can be found high in the sky between midnight and dawn. It's a symbol of light and power, but also a reminder that we have all come from the stars and thus have their power within us. And on the more mundane level, for you personally, it is a period of time of great ability to manifest. Like, just think of it and it's going to manifest. So whatever it is that you are trying to do, I realize you have to get your mind around what are you going to start. But once you do, the manifestation will go easily and probably pretty quickly. So happy Sopdet. Yeah.
There you go.
That's great. Beautiful.
Wow.
Did we all go?
No,
Okay. Oh, my sister.
mine's going to be a little bit different. I'm really kind of excited. I've never had a chance to talk to Libby, and you do so much for us on YouTube, and your readings are just pretty amazing. You're a risk taker with these readings. You will go into areas that other people don't generally go into, and you can put up readings like 3 or 4 times a day, or I mean, you're just busy, busy, busy. I love your energy, and I love the energy I'm feeling right now. I mean, I know, the other thing is I think you're from some area of Australia or in and around that area, and you know so much about the United States political system that it's just weird that you would know that much being that far away. I know, like Marina is from Canada and she seems to know an awful
She
lot
knows
about
more than we do.
It does.
more than we do. And Libby is just like, she knows the names, the places, she knows exactly what she's talking about. Oh, she said, here we go.
Yep.
My guides don't give me any choice. Wow. Well,
Yeah.
you're very connected to your guides. If they can give you a history lesson about the politics in America, and you're from a totally different country, and not only that, you're way far away. It takes us a long time to fly to Australia.
It does.
But anyway, I just see you carrying on doing your stuff. I see you just forging on, just because that's just the kind of person you are, and you're just so when people watch you, you're very captivating, and it's very interesting, and it's even if you tell us stuff that we don't really want to believe, you have a way of presenting that is very positive and optimistic. So, I see you just continuing to do what you do. I'm just, you know, I know there's lots and lots of people. I'm sorry, I have to say, I don't get a chance to watch you as much as I'd love to, but what I have seen over the last, I'd say the last year or so, you are really amazing, and you're thought provoking, you know, and for most part, you're pretty accurate. So I really enjoy that. And I see you just continuing on to do the same thing that you're doing and probably even getting better at it. I mean, you're just, not that you're, you know, you're really good, but it just keeps getting better and better. Anybody that has that kind of connection with their guides that's just awesome that you, because I think you're putting out names of people that you don't even have any idea who they are, but your guides are telling you this.
Yeah, that's
So,
pretty
very cool.
good.
And I hope everybody in the chat section that has been listening to this and also watching Libby, I'm sure you guys all agree with me. She's just amazing. So anyway, that's what I've got to say.
Now, she had put in the chat that, you know, she needs to decide what to manifest and, you know, what to write first. But she also, they're looking for a new home, and there are so many options to choose from. So do any of you have some hits about what she should be looking for, or what direction she should be going looking for a new home?
The one with the darker exterior. That was before. Yeah, before you asked that, Colleen, that was my impression. It's the one with the darker exterior. So if there's, that's what I'm getting. If that makes sense, and it doesn't need to make sense to me. It only needs to make sense to you, Libby.
Yeah. Anybody else?
I just see something with a lot of windows, so a lot of light coming in. That was the image they showed me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great. Cleo, anything or?
No, I don't have anything on what you were talking about. No.
Okay. And in my message, I had said, if there's something that has a strong triangle, that's something you should go for. All right. So, Libby, there's your 105 readings from us. I hope you liked that. I hope everybody else enjoyed it. I think everybody in the chat really did enjoy it. So that's really good. Shall we go ahead and pick one more round of readings? Can we all do that?
Sure.
Okay. All right. So let's do that. Let me share this and let's go again. So here we go. Karen Kylie. Okay, Karen Kylie, and let's go here. Connie B. And next is Cheryl Higgs with a cute kitty in her profile picture.
Yeah.
And for Cleo, we're getting Artist Liz. Great.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So that's Karen Kylie, Connie B, Cheryl Higgs, and Artist Liz. If you can put your questions into the chat for us, then we will read on you.
So, wonderful.
Oh my gosh, I'm so far up in the I can't catch up to where it goes.
Yeah. Connie B says, "Yeah, I'm here." Okay, put your question in.
And Libby responded, wait, that's Connie B. It slid up. So wait, there we go. I can't get it to come up. Come on.
This one?
Oh, so, did I take you off? I'm sorry.
Yeah, you did. Go.
I finally got it to scroll up. Haha, super thanks and awesome. Now I'll make myself some dandelion tea. Well, you're very, very welcome. And I love seeing you in the chat, and it's really nice. Okay, so did we get any other questions? Connie
No.
is just happy to be here and happy. Yeah. Okay. So show
Yeah, we
Hello?
don't have too many questions. Where's Karen, Kylie, and Connie B, and Cheryl Higgs, and Artist Liz?
Yeah, plenty, guys.
Okay, I know
Oh,
that
neat.
Connie's there, but you just want it to be for
Okay.
happy? Is that all you're? Is that what your reading wants to be about? Oh, wait a minute. Here we go.
I'm inches away from launching my novel. Ooh, Connie B. Congratulations.
Yes. And
Okay.
Artist Liz has got a question.
Okay. So
Well, Karen, put your question in the chat. Karen says she's here. If you want, what do you want your reading about happiness? And
oh, here we go. She did one. There we go. We got Karen. And so we just have and there's Cheryl. Okay. Is that everybody? I think that's no, I only have 3 starred here.
No, you've got
I got 4. It just didn't say 4. Okay. So we're going to start off with the readings. Okay. So Karen Kylie is first. And we'll go ahead and put her question up.
okay. Oh my gosh, Karen, I just see you. You're doing a lot of resolution work. When you're out of the body, you're really aligning with your higher, your soul, and going out there and doing higher level work. But you're also on another level doing resolution work with what things that you have bothered you and stuck with you and you haven't resolved in this present. So you're gaining more information and knowledge from your guides and angels. It's almost like they take you to the halls of learning and you're getting more information about what you're here to do, almost waking you up. And you're going to feel a lot of changes happening for your home, your body, an improvement in your life from all of these higher vibrational packets of information you're getting. Even if they aren't in your conscious awareness, they will drop in when needed. So don't worry about that. You're going to get a lot of creative, inspired ideas. And to continue the process, they're saying relax, don't stress out. Do deep breathing because these things integrate in even during the day as you have been out. And believe it or not, I know this sounds a little crazy, but when you are out of your body at night, you can be gone for days and drop back in, and it's the same time. You wake up at the same morning, but you've gone. That's why you're exhausted. You've been doing things for a long, because there's no time. There's no time and space in the higher dimensions. It is just, they just drop you back in, you come back in, and boom. So there's a lot going on here. So breathe. And also, there's a lot to share. There's going to be a lot to communicate, a lot for you to talk about. And within yourself, there's a lot of integration and letting go of the old 3D stuff, which is what they're really working on with you, because you do have higher knowledge to share. So do the breathing, deep breathing, relaxation, and allow all of this to integrate every morning, breathing in light into your heart. And imagine on the out breath that light is filling your whole entire body. This is how you start your day before you even get out of bed. In those slow, deep breaths where you hold it at the top and exhale through your mouth. Do at least 3 of those as you're imagining light filling your body. And you are going to be flying with all this stuff coming in.
Nice.
Congratulations. Thank you.
Exciting. Very exciting.
Very exciting.
Marina, you have Connie B.
Mm-hmm. And she wants to know about the launch of her book. Okay. How happy will you be? I think that once it is out there, it is going to be transformational. I think that it is going to it's going to work well for you. Even let go of any outcomes that you might have in terms of, oh, this is going to be a bestseller. This is going to the writing of the novel itself was an exercise. It was the writing that needed to happen. Okay, so it is the end in and of itself. So it is transformative. Okay, I'm stumbling because I'm getting all kinds of different things. And remember that it is not only it's illuminating for you, but it is going to be illuminating for others as well. So put it out there, send it out with as much positive intention as you can, and then release it. Let it go. It will manifest itself positively in your life in ways that you cannot really quite imagine. So just let it be what it wants to be. Okay.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Great. Okay. Pulling the last card here for Cheryl. Let's see what all this is about. Oh, protection. Okay. All right. So you want to know, what do my guides say for the next year in terms of spiritual growth? Well, you will be working very hard at figuring out how your power works. What is that out there? Okay. You've got some awesome power within you. And power is sometimes hard to understand when you're first discovering it. And you may have discovered this a while ago and just realized that it's growing and growing and growing, or just begun to recognize what kind of power you have: a power to heal, a power to teach, a power to manifest. There's various ways that one can exercise their power. You also you're drawn to the idea that you can use your power to cure and to harm. And all of us have this capacity. We all have the capacity. And I think in my tradition, we say, in order for you to be able to heal, you have to know also how to harm, because you have to know what goes into it. And it's not that you're going to practice harming people. That's the antithesis of what my philosophy says. But you do want to know how it works. And how does that power work? So this, I think, is going to be your progression, your exercise, if you will, for the next year. And the first part of it is protection. Learning how to protect yourself, learning how to protect your body physically, learning how to just protect your psyche, so that you don't get freaked out, so that you don't get scared of things. And in that way, that's another part of healing, just doing protection, because you're not allowing anything bad to happen. So it's kind of like the first part of healing is, I just don't want to get hurt in the first place. Now, all of these things are predicated on the ability for you to understand what your guides are telling you and what they're giving you. So I would say practice talking to your guides. Practice, even more than talking, practice listening to your guides and understanding how they speak to you, what kind of symbols they give you, but also how they give you things, you know, how they make things happen for you. Because it isn't all about, you know, oh, I'm really good at manifesting. I just manifested a new car, or I just manifested a new job. Okay, that's great, but that's the mundane world. That's the physical muggle world, right? A lot of people can do that. Hell, Donald Trump can do that like nobody's business. But that isn't what you want to cultivate. You want to cultivate within yourself the ability to listen to yourself, to know yourself, to know your own energy and how you can use that energy. But like I said, also to protect, so that all of these things kind of work together. So that's your assignment really for the next 12 months is listen to your guides, understand what they're trying to say to you, and then acknowledge and identify your own power and how you're going to work with it. I'm done.
That's a beautiful reading.
Yeah, that's nice.
Oh, thank you.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So, artist Liz.
Artist Liz, I've been sitting here thinking, I know I've read on you before and it had to do with health and things. Of course, I don't remember at all what I was talking about because it's been quite a while ago. Plus, when we do these kind of readings, it's not, yeah, it's in one,
Yeah.
Just in one ear out,
and so, but you know, it seems to me like I was still trying to figure out where this doctor is at. And I see a doctor coming around that is more helpful than the others have been. Yeah. I'm thinking you should have already seen this guy, but apparently you haven't. Well, I say guy, it could be a woman as well. You know, I can feel that you've spent so much time dealing with health issues for a while, and it's just you're not getting the kind of treatment that you're hoping for. It's like one step forward, two steps back, and that's a problem. But I do see that it's going to change, and there is more than one other doctor out there that could be a great help to you. And I'm wondering if I didn't say this exact same thing a couple months ago. And I thought they would be there by now. Because what you're finally going to do is you're going to meet up with some doctor that's going to look at this and do some different tests and has a totally different perspective than all the other doctors that you've been talking to. He's not going to look at your situation and say, well, what did everybody else do and how can I add to that? He's going to look at it with an open, fresh perspective about, this is a brand new patient to me, and let's look at all the things that could be going on here. And he'll probably try to do some tests, and in the end, I think it comes out really well. I think that he comes up with some stuff, he or she, and there may be more than one, he or she comes up with some stuff that is more helpful. So I do see a more optimistic future for you in regards to your health and your happiness. Because once they find something that makes more sense to you, where they can really start to focus on treatment for certain things, your happiness does start to come around a little bit more. I think you've been a little afraid to get too optimistic or too happy about something because, like I said, it's one step forward, two steps back. And so you're kind of tired of the disappointments or maybe lack of progress in your health issues. So I do see something coming up for you. And I do see that it's going to make you feel a lot happier. I'm not quite sure when, because I honestly, as I recall, I thought I saw something like this a long time ago and it still hasn't happened. So But
Nice.
like the first card I get is that it's coming up very soon. So I hope it is. I hope I'm right.
She wrote about it at 5:16 Pacific time, Cleo. I'm going to be seeing a biological dentist for the gum surgery issue. Yes, I feel like I'm just being passed along and not heard. I need a new rheumatologist and neurologist. So they don't know how to solve it, so they're just passing her around. So it'll be good for her to have somebody show up.
Well, that's why I think that the newer doctor she's going to be seeing, and I don't see that being a dentist.
Well,
I don't think that's the one.
She says I'm barely able to walk. I'm sure the rheumatologist. I'm truly scared and worried. She says a lot of pain.
Yeah, I feel that. I feel that with you. But yes, you know, and you are being heard, but a lot of doctors, they go by what did this other doctor do? Okay, now we'll work off of that. You need
their list.
Exactly. You need somebody that looks at this with a fresh perspective. And I think that person is coming. And like I said, it could be a couple different doctors, and it could be a man or a woman. I don't know, but you've got something to look forward to on this.
Oh, good.
But boy, I am so sorry for what you're going through. And I can understand your fear and worries about it, because it's pretty tough. But I do see it getting better. And yes, within this year, I don't, not sure about timing on this. Like I said, it seemed to me like I had this same kind of feeling months ago. So hang in there, keep the faith, because something's good going to happen. It may not be like a miracle, but it might feel like a miracle to you.
Yes.
Because you've got to have some help with this, and the sooner the better. So I see that happening.
Yeah. Oh, that's so great.
Thank you, Cleo. That was a really great reading.
Really great.
All right, you guys. Well, I'm kind of spent for readings, so
yeah. We're done.
I think we're done. And thank you so much to everybody in the chat who patiently waited for their readings. And of course, we'll be back next month so we can do them. And these other ladies also do personal readings on their channels. So, make sure that you're following them, and make sure that you, tune in and see where else that you can get readings. But we'll be back next month, the second Friday of August is going to be, it is the 8th.
The 8th. Oh,
that's a Lionsgate, baby. But aren't you going to be somewhere on your daughter's?
No, we leave the next, but we leave the next day.
All right.
So what time is your
it's morning. It's like 11 in the morning.
Okay.
But,
all right.
Yeah. So that's not going to interfere.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Perfect.
All right, everybody. Well, thank you very much for being here. Thank you, ladies, for your beautiful readings. And we will see everybody in a month. And on all our various other shows, we'll probably see you a lot sooner. Take care, everybody. Bye.
Bye for now.